Hey people, Complaining Gamer. This video is going to be the start of a new series that I'm going to be calling This Game is Dump, where I'm basically going to be talking about games which I think are We are going to start with a game called Breach. Now, this was suggested to me by a subscriber called Zenex, so this is going to be a little shout out to Zenex. Now, this game had completely passed me by, but I am just going to completely deconstruct this for you people to explain why you need to avoid this f***ing crap. To get this ball rolling, let's start with an interview with Peter Tamte, the president of Atomic Games.
Breach is a multiplayer-only title that offers the innovation that you find in a retail game, plus the price and ease of XBLA.
Okay, so there's Peter's first mistake. He is claiming that Breach can give the innovation that a retail game offers.
Time Magazine recently called the CIA Secret Army. For years, the CIA has recruited top operators from U.S. Special Forces, given them additional training, and put them in a unit called the Special Activities Division.
So, as with any game developer, Peter and his team at Atomic Games have tried to give Breach a bit of a backstory and a bit of credibility, but as soon as you actually get into the reality of the game, all of this just falls on deaf ears.
There's a few things we've done in Breach that you just can't get in any other game regardless of the price. The first one is the destruction system.
Whoopsie! Oh, I don't know, Peter, maybe Red Faction or Battlefield.
So Breach offers the most robust destruction that I've seen in any game.
Did you hear that, people? The most robust destruction system he has seen in any game.
But the other thing we did is we built in an active cover system. So it's kind of rare to have any sort of cover system in a first-person shooter.
Okay, so Peter can have that one, but ultimately it comes down to the implementation of that cover system. Now, if you want to talk about cover systems in general, once again, you can talk about Red Faction, but you can also talk about Gears of War.
Some of the fun things you can do with our destruction is, for one thing, you can shoot individual bricks right out of the wall.
Really? Really, Peter? A game that looks like shit? Really?
A much more robust destruction system than I've seen in any other shooter.
He's doing it again, people. He's doing it again.
There's going to be 4 different game modes, and some of those game modes are kind of unique. We've got a game mode that we call Operations.
Yeah, sorry people, what Peter actually meant to say is we've got this wholly unoriginal game title called Capture the Flag. Okay, so let's move on to what the game description is actually claiming. Breach is a first-person military shooter that unleashes enough destruction to change the very nature of multiplayer combat. Crash ceilings on opponents, create murder holes, disintegrate cover, punch holes through floors, blow out walls, collapse entire buildings, and so much more. So just to recap people, you're getting innovation comparable to retail games. You're getting the price and ease of Xbox Live Arcade. You're also getting the most robust destruction system ever seen, as well as the most comprehensive cover system ever seen in a first-person shooter. And you're getting all of that for 1,200 Microsoft points. Or are you? Okay people, so here we are. We've had all these promises, like we must, surely we're pumped up for this game. This is going to be amazing, right? Oh, okay, so here we are. The menu's not that great, but you know, it doesn't matter, it's a menu. So let's get into the game. So if we go back to my first reaction, it would be something a little bit like, what the f*** is this shit? It looks like a PC game from 1998. In all honesty, people, I'm not going to indulge in how terrible this game is for too long, but what I can say, it has no redeeming features. The gameplay is bad, the movement is bad, the graphics are bad. I can't think of a positive where I enjoyed this game. In fact, what it did make me think of is when you see a game where the level hasn't rendered yet, you know, the textures haven't loaded properly yet. This game constantly looks like that. But with a terrible mechanic and just things like awful aiming, awful slow movement, pretty terrible game types. The cover system, you have to lock on and then lock off. They've clearly tried to do some sort of proximity radar bottom middle there. It's just like, oh. I would say that sums it up pretty well. What happened to all those promises of how fantastic this experience was going to be? I feel a little bit lied to. This game brings absolutely nothing to the table. Do not waste your time with it, people. For those of you who are sickos and have a morbid curiosity, the demo gives you a 30-minute trial. So if you really want to see how bad it is, download the trial. Do not buy it. I'd just like to take this opportunity to clear up a few final things. I am a complete supporter of, you know, games, the gaming industry, game developers, but for this to come out in 2011, to be fair to Atomic Games, I've been told it's one of their first attempts at gaming, but there is such a wealth of material to look at to build up an idea of what your product should be, what sort of standard it should be. You know, I'm an advocate, as much as being an advocate of game developers, I'm also an advocate of quality. You should always maintain as high a quality as possible, and this thing is a joke. No disrespect to Atomic Games per se, but hopefully the complete flop that this game is will drive them to produce a much better product next time with a bit more insight. It's almost as if they've just gone into this like just completely blindsided themselves, looked at no other games, have never played a game before, and developed this. Okay people, I'm gonna wrap it up and leave it there. You have been watching This Game Is Dump, episode 1, which was for Breach. Please feel free to comment, rate and subscribe if you enjoy what you see, and I will continue to do these, so please check back.